Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel for another gear and equipment video. Today we're going to look at the Blazer 1% tent from GeerTop. Stick around. So all the tents I own thus far have been 2-person tents, which is awesome for solo camping trips as it offers more than enough space on the insides for my sleep system and gear. That said, when it comes to stealth camping, the less conspicuous the tent, the better. And while a regular bivy will probably be the best option thanks to its super low profile, it does tend to be a little claustrophobic for some, but more importantly, way too warm an option for tropical climates. That is why when I chanced upon the GeerTop Bivy-Style 1% tent, which in my personal opinion seems to be a good hybrid between a regular tent and a bivy, I ordered one for myself. Now the missus has already been asking me how many tents do I need for all my camping trips, and I've got no answer, which is why I need your help. If you have any advice, please leave them in the comments below. Alright, let's open up the pack and see what's on the insides. By the way, like all my past review videos, this is not a sponsored video nor product. Okay, so here we have everything that's inside the GeerTop Blazer 1% Bivy-Style tent. With the exception of the ground sheet, it is not included. Here with the camouflage design is the Rainfly or the outer. We have the tent poles and a stuff sack for the tent poles. There are 2 guy lines and 12 pegs or 12 stakes, as well as a little stuff sack for the guy lines and stakes. This will be the inner, and of course the stuff sack to put everything into. Now if you've been following this channel for a bit, you'll know that I love manufacturers that pay close attention to the finer details, such as these tent pegs with GeerTop printed on them, and also a how-to guide on the inside of the stuff sack. Now these are all fairly simple stuff, but it makes a big difference in my personal opinion. The total weight of everything here is about 1.5 kilograms or 3.3 pounds as listed on the website. Alright, let's get started by erecting the inner. There we go, the inner or the tent body is all set up. Now this is not a freestanding tent, which means you will need to stake out the corners. As I've mentioned earlier, the kit does not come with any ground sheet, but they're easy enough to find, and I reckon a simple 2 meter by 1 meter version would suffice. And the ground sheet would definitely be recommended because the floor of the tent is quite thin. There are 2 entrances, one on each side, with a fair amount of mesh surrounding the inner for good ventilation. In terms of dimensions, we're looking at 84 inches long, 36 inches high, and 39 inches wide. I'm about 1.73 meters tall, or 68 inches, so laying flat will not be a problem. However, sitting straight up inside the tent, well, it's doable. In case you're wondering, the seams are taped, but how well will it hold up against the rain remains to be seen. While we're on the insides, I do have to mention that there are quite a few loose threads. While it isn't a deal breaker for me, I just hope it won't affect the waterproofing. As you've seen before, this is the camouflage version, so let's get that Rainfly up and check it out. There we have it, the Blazer 1-person Bivy-Style tent from GeerTop is all set up. With the Rainfly on, the insides of the tent does get a little darker, which can be a good thing if you plan on sleeping in. There is a small vent at the top and front end of the tent, as well as a small vestibule toward the foot end of the tent. Obviously, setting this up at home will be very different from actually deploying it in the field, which is exactly what I plan to be doing. So if you want to join me on my adventures, please consider subscribing to the channel and also follow me on my Instagram. That's it for this video. Thank you so much for joining me. Please consider leaving comments if you're already using this tent. Let me know how it is for you, and I'll also give you guys more feedback further down the line. Till the next video, be happy, be safe, be healthy. Bye-bye.